So the last few days have been pretty exciting, not only for my own channel, but also the Battlefield community. A few days ago I did hit 20,000 subscribers, a figure which for me personally absolutely blows my mind, so thank you for all the constant support, the likes, the feedback. My target was to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so to double that figure and hit 20,000 is absolutely mind-blowing, so thank you for all the constant support on the channel. And of course this week we eventually found one of the very elusive Easter eggs. Now of course there has been a massive Megalodon hunt led by Detective Jack Frags, and unfortunately on Paracel Storm that hasn't come up with anything positive just yet, but we did eventually find the Dino Roar on Rogue Transmission. Now if you haven't seen this already, I'll leave a link to Jack Frags' video in the description below. Of course, a lot of people already knew there was going to be a Dino Roar on that map. We had seen the sound file. It was just trying to work out how this is triggered. So now we've seen there are two different buttons around the map that have to be pressed simultaneously to release this sound file of the dinosaur roaring in the trees. But of course, this is old news now. We have been given a tip-off by DICE. There is another Easter egg to be found on Hainan Resort. So again, the search has begun and people have been taking a look at the sound files for this map. Now, some people have found a file called ship crashing. So there's a little bit of a rumour going on that there may be a way to make the ship that is beached on the map crash into the hotel. Now whether this is true or not, it would be pretty cool to see. It'd probably be one of the biggest revolutions we've got in the game. Now all these Easter eggs to one side, the last few days have made people come down with different opinions. Some people have seen this as a great opportunity for the community to come together, work together, people joining servers, looking for these Easter eggs as one big team, of course the DICE developers getting involved with the community as well, and some people have seen this as just a massive smokescreen by DICE to try and get us to forget just how broken Battlefield 4 really still is. Now of course the latest patch did just come out a few days ago this weekend, so of course DICE are really still working on the game, but there are some key issues that still reside. So some people are seeing this Easter egg hunt that DICE are really egging us on with just as an opportunity to cover up all the real issues that do still reside in the game. Now some of these issues I have discussed with you guys before. At first we had a statement from EA saying DICE were putting all future DLC and future titles on hold until Battlefield 4 is fixed. We then got a second statement saying all DLCs and future titles will still be released on time, on schedule, but fixing Battlefield 4 is still the main priority. So there seemed to be a little bit of backtracking from EA after their first statement, but as it says, it seems to be a high priority to fix the game for EA and DICE. Well, now we've had another comment from EA saying because of this DLC hold, we're not sure when PlayStation and PC users are now going to get Second Assault. Now for me personally, this is slightly confusing. Of course, I can understand that all the future DLCs are put on hold because they may not be developed, designed, created. We can probably safely assume some of these are on their way, they may have actually been designed, they just need to be created. So, of course, if Battlefield 4 is the main focus once again, you can understand why these DLCs are on hold. But Second Assault is a completely finished DLC. I've played it on the Xbox One at EA, it's now been released for the Xbox One, so it seems slightly confusing as to why Second Assault has been delayed for other consoles. Now of course it could be to do with cross-porting. This may have not been developed yet for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4. Now of course it has been built on PC, so it's safe to assume it may be ready for the PC. But of course, to move this across from the Xbox One to the PlayStation 3 and 4 takes time to port these games across. Which is a shame because when I first heard that the DLCs were going to be postponed, I thought, well, Second Assault would be a good DLC to release to fill this time as we wait for the game to be completely rounded off and finished. But of course, as I've said before, I would much rather see a completed Battlefield 4 with no bugs than still see these DLCs being churned out. So now I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. What are your thoughts on no longer knowing when we're going to get our hands on Second Assault? Now of course we never had actually been given a confirmed release date, but to hear from EA and DICE that they themselves no longer know when this DLC is coming out is a little bit disconcerting. Now for me personally, Second Assault had been one of the DLCs I had been looking forward to the most. Of course I love Operation Metro, and after playing these maps at the EA headquarters, it was a great DLC. So for me, I'm a little bit disappointed we're not sure when we're going to be seeing this DLC, but it is still something to look forward to. But now I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Which of these DLCs are you looking forward to the most? Maybe you already have the Xbox One, you've made that transition, and you already have played Second Assault. I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think of that DLC? And of course, I want to hear from you guys about what your thoughts are on this current situation. Do you think it's a good thing that DICE and EA have put all DLCs on hold until Battlefield 4 is fixed? And of course, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit like and leave your thoughts and comments below. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.